This episode of Nicknames Movies is brought to you by clams. How am I supposed to make this funny? It's brought to you by clams. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nicknames Movies, a podcast where your host, Nick, names some movies. I am that host, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Zach.
Hello.
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 We switched mics.
We did.
So we can hear you a little bit better.
Now I don't sound like I'm just shouting from way down the hall. And you're like, oh, okay, weirdo.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just stay behind the cage.
Who is that guy staying here? Like, did he pay for a room? Like, I'm so confused.
Yeah, you're the hotel guest that I happen to just let stay here in my apartment.
I'm the bellhop at a motel. That just kind of wanders around.
This is the week. Oh, I already forgot the day.
Uh-oh.
Memorial Day weekend.
What day is it?
We are recording Saturday, May 25th, 2019. And I think it's a little bit better to go by weeks instead of by episode titles, mainly because my organizational skills are that of a third grader.
Well, at least you know your shortcomings and where to improve.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to know where to start.
Yeah, it's some good inner reflection.
So, with that being said, thank you for joining us for Nicknames Movies. This week, I figured we could talk about Disney movies. But before that, let's get into a little bit of housekeeping. You can find us on youtube.com at Nicknames Movies. Or actually, you can find it on my YouTube channel, Nick's Under Fire. Named Nicknames Movies is the name of the podcast. It's easy to find. I don't have a lot of videos.
What's the name of this podcast?
Nicknames Movies.
What? What's the name of this podcast?
Nicknames Movies.
All right, then.
Woo! What a hype. What a hype. But you can also actually start finding us on podcast services of choice like Spotify and iTunes. And still working on the finer details about some of the other stuff like Last.fm and iHeartRadio and all that. But getting into that, you can actually download our podcast on those podcast services of choice, making sure to leave a comment, rating it, and giving us any feedback about the podcast. And we can also read your questions on the podcast. Just, any feedback would do.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get into it then.
All right.
The reason I wanted to bring up Disney Channel
Disney Channel movies.
No. We're not talking about Disney Channel movies. No. That's a whole other episode. Let's just talk about Disney movies in general, like the main ones, like Little Mermaid, Bambi. We're talking Aladdin. We're talking Lion King. Let's get into those mainly because the Aladdin live action.
Redux.
Redo is releasing this weekend. Are you interested in seeing it at all?
Aladdin is in my top 3 animated Disney movies.
Yeah.
So in that sense, no.
No, just not a fan of it?
No, I just don't really see the point, I guess. And I don't know. I think I'm just kind of over the live action ones. Like the problem that I'm having is that animation is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And like especially those Disney movies that were hand drawn, like frame by frame. Like there's so much artistry that goes into that, and there's definitely artistry that goes into CG too, and live action shots and all that. But I just don't. Like, I don't get why.
Why they're doing it?
Yeah.
For the money.
Well, the money.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. But from the point of view of, like, you could just... They re-released The Lion King animated one.
In 3D.
And, they did it in 3D, and I think right before they did it in just normal. They just had a re-release in theaters of it, and everybody went and saw it.
Yeah.
And I know that 3D one made, like, fucking gangbusters.
Aladdin, the original one that we saw when we were kids, came out in 1992. was directed by Ron Clements and John Musker. Ron Clements would go on to direct. He would write Hercules, write Princess and the Frog, write Moana. He's been at Disney for a while. So, I mean, have you watched the animated one recently?
Of Aladdin?
Of Aladdin.
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Well, I also have watched it like 300 times.
300
at this point, but
Yeah, because you have like every single Disney movie on Blu-ray, right?
not everyone, but I'm pretty close.
Pretty close?
I think I'm maybe like 6 off.
Are you missing like what, Song of the South or something?
I am missing that one. Yeah, like I have all the major ones,
Yeah.
but there's like some incidental ones here and there. Like I don't have all Oliver and Company on Blu-ray,
Oh, okay.
but that one's always on sale for like $10 everywhere. So,
So
I'm
it's
like,
not
I'll
hard
just
to
get
find.
that wherever.
Yeah. So it's an okay movie.
Yeah.
It's more,
Billy Joel.
yeah, but All Dogs Go to Heaven is a lot better.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
All Dogs 1 and 2.
Well, I wouldn't say. Okay, the sequel, I don't remember as well, but I remember not liking it as much. I was pretty critical as a kid.
Oh.
I was like,
Like
the animation for this.
a 6-year-old kid just sitting in your bedroom
Writing down notes.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, where is the direction?
That looks like some reused key animation right there. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Seeing an animated penis in the background. But this new one is directed by Guy Ritchie of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels fame.
Very good.
And Snatch. And I mean, he's good at making London crime dramas
Yeah.
and comedies. And from what I've gathered, from what people have said about this new Aladdin movie, it's like it's good, but it's not as whimsical and fun as the original. I think it's the nostalgia factor kind of bouncing back.
I have gathered that they play it very safe, which at this point is pretty norm for these Disney live action ones.
Yeah, like the previous ones from before. Like
which ones did you see?
I've seen Beauty and the Beast, and I've seen bits and pieces of Cinderella.
Okay.
Like,
so I've seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Cinderella. I did not see Jungle Book.
Oh, I saw Jungle Book. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Which one? Was there any other one? Oh, I didn't see Dumbo.
Dumbo. I don't think that does that really count.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a reimagining. It's like it's not a shot for shot like these films.
No,
have
it's
been.
not. But I mean, Beauty and the
different
Beast
story.
is mildly different, and Cinderella is mildly
Okay.
different.
So we could put it in the same umbrella.
There's only so much new footage you can get out of a 50-minute movie.
Yeah, Dumbo is super,
short.
So and it's super sad and super trippy and yeah. But one thing I wanted to mention about this Aladdin movie is they actually cast people of the ethnicity of the region that the movie is set in.
It's new for
no whitewashing in a Disney movie.
It's shocking.
I know, considering the original voice cast for the movie.
We were just talking about not last week, the week before of Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
They cast
Oh yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
In the role of the Prince of Persia.
Yeah, Gemma Arterton, who is super British and super not Hindu at all.
Pretty sure Ben Kingsley's in that, right?
Yeah, but he technically he is part like Indian.
Yeah, but
Like he played
mean,
Gandhi. I don't think he got.
There's a reason that people were kind of miffed about him playing the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. Well, quote unquote Mandarin.
Yeah, but that's still a different region than India.
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley can't play every ethnic role.
You want to bet? He'll try.
He will try. Yeah.
This summer, Ben Kingsley in Malcolm X.
Yeah. The only person that obviously has a. Okay, so neither of us have seen the new Aladdin movie.
No.
And do you plan on seeing it?
Yeah, I'll probably see it.
Probably see
Casey-
it while it's still in theaters.
Casey wants to see it. Yeah, we'll probably end up seeing it in theaters. Yeah.
Okay.
And like I'm mildly curious in terms of like, I guess seeing how Will Smith does.
Yeah. From what I heard, he's not bad.
Yeah,
like the
and-
CGI isn't bad,
And the good thing I hear is that he doesn't try to be Robin Williams,
which is good.
because there's no way.
No.
But he is also just kind of Will Smith, like he's Blue Will Smith.
Ha ha!
Ooh, ha ha.
Wow, we're the worst.
But yeah, so yeah, I'll probably end up seeing it, but I'm not like super stoked.
Super stoked to see it, right?
And to put it in perspective, my favorite Disney movie of all time is The Lion King.
Oh yeah,
and I have less interest seeing that quote unquote live action
yeah.
Lion King movie than I do with this live action Aladdin movie.
Really?
Yeah.
No interest whatsoever. Even with the voice cast and everything.
It's a great selection of voices. Some really talented people in there. Even Beyonce, whatever.
Even Beyonce.
Even Beyonce.
Everyone remembers her Oscar-winning role in
Gold
Austin
member.
Powers and Goldmember.
I was there. I was there at the start of your career, Beyonce. With Destiny's Child, too.
Man, way to make me feel old.
But, like, what I was saying earlier about how, there's, like, really no point for this because animation is so beautiful and, like...
For Aladdin?
I was talking about Aladdin earlier, but
okay.
I'm, like, if you move that over to Lion King, it's extra so. Because, like, there's not even any people in the Lion King.
So
there's nothing, unless...
Why?
You're gonna take out a page out of that Did you ever see that non-Disney Jungle Book, like way back when?
I remember having it on VHS, where it was Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book.
Yeah, and it was there was a hunter in there.
Yeah,
unless you do something like that,
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, where you just out of nowhere, like, oh, now there's poachers in The Lion King. Then, like, there's literally no point for this. And even the trailers are shot for shot.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. So, I mean, like, it's just more blatant, the cash grab. And I'm not, like, one of those naive movie Disney watchers that are like, Disney's amazing. They're so magical. They always care about you. They'll... adopt your newborn if you need to go to Disney World for a little while. All this, magical stuff.
Yeah, just holding your hand.
No, they're a company. They're there to make money.
They're there to make
money. I understand, like, if it's easy money, you're leaving money on the table if you don't do it.
Yeah.
The idea that The Lion King isn't going to make at least a good amount of money...
Just from people our age taking their kids to go see it.
Yeah. Or I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, they got the original Mufasa back.
Yes,
so
that's true.
That is pretty cool. The Jungle Book, 1994, with Jason Scott Lee. Oh. I know.
Sad.
Carrie Elwes. Lena Headey of Game of Thrones. Yeah, she played Kitty. Sam Neill. John Cleese, Jason Fleming.
Wow, there's a lot of people. I didn't go back and watch this.
I know. I'm looking at it too. Ron Donacci, who played the guy that gets beheaded by Robb Stark in Game of Thrones. So that's 2 Game of Thrones people. Of course, they got everybody British in that movie.
I'm trying to think. Is that the Panther? Is that
Harley? I don't remember.
No. I'm trying to think of who the heck Kitty was in that movie.
I mean, I could do some deep research. We'll do it after the podcast.
I'll go watch the movie.
Yeah, this was directed by Stephen Sommers, who directed The Mummy, not the new one with Tom Cruise.
The original one with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, the pretty decent one.
Not the original.
Yeah, but he directed that. I just remember it being really dark.
Well, it wasn't Disney.
Yeah, so they didn't have to because it was public domain.
How often do you think they've made a Jungle Book movie? Because there was that one, there was the animated Disney one, they had the live action Disney one, and there was a live action non-Disney one that came out a year before the Disney one.
It's just like Tarzan. You gotta. Yeah. I mean, when it's been in the public domain and the public consciousness for so long, they're like, man, we need to make a lot of money right now, this fiscal quarter. Just print out a Tarzan script.
And that's how we got the Legend of Tarzan.
Put Andy Serkis on it.
It's the same thing for King Arthur.
Yeah.
We need money. What
Yeah.
do we do? King Arthur movie or Robin Hood?
Put
What
a-
do we
put
need?
a-
Robin Hood movie.
Put a director on it that was hip and relevant 10 years ago, but isn't anymore. That's kind of harsh.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm just saying, like they're getting people like Guy Ritchie
Yeah.
and who did the King Arthur movie, the
With-
most recent one,
with what's his face?
guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, Charlie
Hunnam.
Hunnam, yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, they're Disney movies. I'm kind of hesitant to see Aladdin, and it's interesting what you said about Lion King. I'm actually kind of interested in how they, because when I watched the trailer, I'm like, that's literally a
The
shot
same
I remember
thing.
from the
Yeah.
original movie. Why? Do something unique. Do something different.
Yeah.
Like use the characters, use the story, but like,
Yeah, it
I don't know.
seems like when I will say for Cinderella's credit, it was played more straight
yeah,
because that was like in their.
that was like
their-
one of the first.
That
big
was
ones.
like their phase of like really trying to find a footing on what they wanted to do with these live action ones.
yeah.
Maleficent, that was a thing too.
No, it's getting a sequel this year.
I know, which is bonkers. Because have you seen that movie?
I've seen bits and pieces.
It's
I didn't
one of
finish
the
it.
most boring fucking movies you could possibly watch.
But it made money. You know.
It is ridiculous how obvious and like straightforward the quote unquote twists and
Yeah.
turns are.
Like she's gonna end up being evil at the end. So,
But she's really good.
And she's Angelina Jolie, who I feel needs to just get back in the director's chair and do her own thing.
Or
And-
Salt too.
Yeah. Salt 2. Pepper. Saltier. Gross. I don't know why the word saltier makes everything gross. Is there any Disney related movie that they haven't announced yet that you'd be interested in?
Well, I am actually interested in seeing what they do with Mulan.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Because they have had no press on this thing.
I know.
They had that initial rollout, like, hey, yo, we're making it.
When is it coming out? I'm gonna use it.
And then nothing else. Dumbo got announced after and came out before it.
Yeah. Well, that's Tim Burton and his production schedule.
Well, and it was also fairly bland.
Was it?
Yeah.
So you saw Dumbo?
No, I didn't.
Well,
I was
just from
saying
what you heard?
yeah, from what I heard, it was fairly bad.
Let's look up. And they're actually typecasting Mulan correctly too. So I feel like they're learning.
Yeah.
Finally.
Well,
Only took them 100 years.
you know, like now it's there. Movies are in such a place now where it's like you make one fuck up and you gotta start doing like apology press.
Well, they look at the video game movies where they like, or the anime films where they.
Sonic delayed till 2020. Did
I
you
know.
see that?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Because the internet is a dangerous,
Have you seen
dangerous,
that
and angry
meme?
place.
I love that meme. What if we kissed at the Sonic movie? And it has all the emojis around it.
It's
the best.
like, here's the thing: they should have just released the movie.
Oh yeah, I would be more curious to see that Sonic movie
Yeah.
in its original state
Yeah.
with the original design
Because
than whatever, because now they're just gonna like
no matter what, the bar is too high.
Yeah.
Now. It's infinitely in the stratosphere.
Granted, because they're not rewriting the script, are they? They're just
No.
spending time
Just
to
fixing Sonic.
yeah.
So it doesn't matter if the script is bad and the direction is bad,
Right
which
now it's just gonna be a badly written movie with
a good-looking
good-looking
Sonic.
Sonic, right?
I feel like people were focusing too much on the look of Sonic and not.
Welcome to the '90s,
Yeah.
where we thought the puppet Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were passable.
Because, and here's why, and I'm looking at Zach with a very astonished face. Those films are classic.
They're also not the '90s. I think they're late '80s.
The first one was I'm looking this up, which is becoming my catchphrase for this.
Yeah, you have so many. I just keep on jumping all over the place.
I have
You're like,
IMDb
gotta
on my
look this
phone,
up.
IMDb on my computer. Teenage Mutant.
I'm not arguing the quality of the TMNT
because they're
live actions.
fantastic.
They are. They
of their
they
time.
stand shoulder to shoulder with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
No, because these ones are actually the story isn't bad. They actually used the
Are you saying Ooze is bad?
ooze like what
The Power Rangers movie.
Oh, I'm saying the Power Rangers movie is bad.
No, it's amazing.
It's bad. And because the acting is over the top, whereas the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, which the first one came out in '90, and Secret of the Ooze, the best one, came out in '91.
So I was right the first time. I shouldn't have corrected myself.
Are you saying that 1990 is part of the '80s?
No, I was saying that when I said they were '90s movies.
I thought you said '80s movies.
I did. Originally, I said '90s movies, and then went on to describe TMNT movies.
Oh, I misunderstood that you were correcting yourself.
And then I said they're also from the '80s. So
gotcha. Well, because the cartoon was from the '80s. And then we don't have to talk about TMNT or the Michael Bay ones.
That 2007 one was actually pretty good.
The TMNT?
The animated one, yeah.
I don't remember it. That was the one with Captain America as Casey Jones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's been so many superheroes. But those movies were fantastic. I just love the fact that they used practical effects and actual fighting. They didn't use CGI to flip around.
They couldn't.
Because they couldn't, yeah. In fact, the limitations of previous films in a franchise and the fact that they get rebooted with CGI is the bane of Hollywood.
Well, that's the situation we're in right
I know. We're talking about a live-action, quote-unquote, Lion King where it's all CGI.
No live actors.
I know.
As far as we're aware of.
Even if it was like shot on location in Africa, like you still couldn't say like that's live action. Not really.
Well, and now like I think people are so more widely aware of just how valuable practical effects are and how much they add to the movie. You look at when Jurassic World came out, and one of the big sticking points for that movie and its sequel, it's just so CG heavy. And if you go back and watch Jurassic World,
which still holds up.
Jurassic World, the
no,
one?
Jurassic Park. I'm sorry,
I was
a mile away.
If you go back and watch Jurassic World, and I don't remember the CG being particularly great when it first came out, but it's already showing its age.
Yeah. And then the sequel.
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
It's not good. I'm not gonna lie, I did tear up whenever the Brontosaurus was on the pier, and he's like, "Oh, why are you leaving me? I'm gonna burn alive," and then he burns alive. I'm trying to think of other Disney movies like that aren't like I want to say Princess and the Frog and Onward that obviously won't get live action movies for a long time.
Yeah, or Once Upon a Time is that ended, right?
The show? I think it's still on ABC. Is it still on?
I think that ended, but that was where they were putting all of their like modern ones for a while, like Elsa and Anna from
Frozen
showed up there.
So already we've gotten Snow White, technically. Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah, I didn't see that. So
I don't think that counts.
I kind of skipped over it. Well, and that's also not Disney, right?
I think that's Universal.
Yeah. That's
like I said, it doesn't.
That's one of those ones that
I think Cinderella was the first of this wave.
Well, I think Maleficent was actually first.
Was Maleficent first? I'm looking this up.
I kind of skipped over it when I initially brought it up, but there was like this beginning period with these Disney live action movies where they weren't quite sure what they were doing, so they kind of tried like a bunch of different things. So you look at Maleficent, which is like, oh, but what if she's actually good and the king is evil?
Yeah, they wanted to do something unique. The takes on.
And then they had, I don't remember if Jungle Book or Cinderella was after.
Cinderella was 2015, so it was the year after Maleficent.
Okay, so it was Maleficent, Cinderella, then Jungle Book. So that's interesting because Cinderella is like straight up just a movie.
Yeah,
it's not even like
that movie.
They say the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo song is in that movie, but I'm pretty sure it's, from what I remember, it's like 10 seconds long.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, remember this?
Which, by the way, if we're talking about Game of Thrones characters that just show up in things.
Richard Madden.
Robb.
Yeah, Robb Stark is the prince.
Yeah.
Which is weird because he's not, and we're two straight guys, right? You're married.
Yeah, but I can look at him and go, that's a good looking guy there.
But do you think he's a good looking guy?
I think he's pretty good.
1 out of 10.
He could
10 like you jump his bones.
In Cinderella, he doesn't have a beard anymore, so I think that kind of knocks some points off.
Yeah.
Because he looked better with a beard in Game of Thrones. So with beard, I'll score him at like a 7.
Okay.
Without, I'll bump him down to like a
Because he looks very
5.5,
childish without a beard. Yeah. I'd give him like a 6, a 5
Your
without the
standards
beard.
are high, man.
I'm just saying, like when you cast somebody as a Disney prince, he's got to be fucking hot.
He's got a chiseled jaw.
He's got an okay
That's
jaw.
like the stereotypical. Although, if you go back and watch all the old like princess movies, everybody's face is so goddamn round.
I know. Yeah, they're kind of chunky. Snow White, Cinderella, they've done. Sleeping Beauty, they did with Maleficent. Jungle Book, Mary Poppins, they just recently made a sequel.
Yeah, that one, I don't think that's actually one that kind of stands out to me because it's not a remake. It's like a legit sequel.
Yeah.
It's kind of more in the vein of that Maleficent thing where it's like, this is a bit
A
of
new
a
take.
prequel,
Yeah.
a new take on it.
Which I wish they would do more of. I think we can both agree
well,
on
and
that.
I think that's what a lot of people have issue with these remakes.
Yeah.
Is that they're just the same thing. So, but at the same time, people are like, yeah, I'm really annoyed that they're just doing the same thing, but I'm gonna go see it anyway.
Yeah,
like if
'cause
they're making bank off it, then they're not gonna change.
They don't care.
anything.
No. Bambi.
They did not do a live action Bambi.
No, I think it's well. It has the same.
It's so depressing.
It has the same problem. Yeah, PETA would be all over that. No, it has the same problem as Lion King in that there really is no live action person. I guess the hunter.
Yeah,
but
that one actually has a hunter.
I guess. I mean, but it's still just a really dark, like,
well,
hey.
and that's another short one too, so they would have to really kind of stretch it, like they did with Dumbo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that runtime is only like 61 minutes or something like that.
For not the new Dumbo.
For Bambi.
Oh, for Bambi.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to look that up. Alice in Wonderland. We got the
yeah.
Johnny Depp
those
ones.
were the first ones. Those
Yeah,
were for
2010.
Maleficent. Yeah, I saw the first.
Maybe
one.
that was their first because Alice in Wonderland made like over $1 billion.
It was in like the top 5 highest grossing movies for a while.
For a long before
Avatar came along and bumped it down.
No, Alice in Wonderland came out the year after Avatar. But yeah, that was the beginning. That was because remember it was in 3D and all that.
Oh right, yeah.
That was
God,
after
thank God
Avatar.
we're off that.
Yeah.
We're past
2009 was the year of 3D,
that.
and
I hated that.
it's still around. You can
Not as wildly though.
No, but I just recently.
Are you ready for the 5 Avatar sequels that are in development, and the next one's not coming out until 2021?
Like they delayed it because they realized, what are we doing? He's spent years on this. The longest we had between James Cameron films was like, it's now. It's gonna
Titanic and Avatar.
And Avatar was like 12 years, and then it was 14 years before. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Or was Aliens? What was the time frame between Aliens and Titanic?
I want to say around the same because Aliens was 1982. I'm looking this up because Aliens is a movie I love, and I don't want to look like an asshole.
Yeah.
86.
Okay.
And Titanic was 97. So that was 11 years. So he's like George R. R. Martin with his movies. He just waits longer and longer.
Well, the
after
difference
every
is
movie.
that James Cameron actually comes out with his movies. Boom!
Sick burn. Got him.
Too bad George R. R. Martin is more successful and more rich than I'll ever be.
Which is sad. Like I think now that he's finally saying, my next book will finally come out like in a year, is because he was literally waiting for the show to end. Which is...
I don't know if it was him necessarily, but...
His publisher, maybe?
Yeah, publisher, or maybe even HBO, I don't...
Like, don't take away from the show. Don't take away from...
Like, we're already past the point where we're outpacing the books. Take a break for a while.
Yeah.
Which, that's so conspiracy theory, but... I want to... Like, sometimes you gotta shoot for those things, right?
Yeah.
Because... Like, what do you risk by being wrong? Oh, you were wrong.
It makes more sense than
But
him
what
writing
do
a
you
paragraph
get?
every 2 years.
And what do you gain if you're right? You're like, I called that shit.
And they secretly handcuff you to a
you're no
warehouse
allowed
that'll never be found.
outside with other people.
Yeah. Get cancer for some reason. Peter Pan, I guess Pan.
That's another one of those ones that is just so it's
I heard it was bad.
Oh, that one that came out in like 2014.
Yeah,
that was just called Pan. Yeah, that was awful. There was one before that. There was a live action Peter Pan that was based off the stage show.
Robin Williams. I'm just kidding. No, the other one.
Hook is amazing. Though.
Yeah, it's well.
No.
Have you seen it recently?
Yes. It's still
how
holds
recent?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay, like I watched it like about a year ago, or right before Christmas 2016. And I was like,
I feel confident in saying that I don't think the year-long difference made much of a change, in my opinion.
I'm just letting you know. So I was taking a shit Christmas Eve, watching Hook in the other room. No, but it didn't hold up that much for me, and I thought Robin Williams was the best part of that movie. But
oh well, yeah, that and Rufio.
Oh yeah, Rufio, who's doing stuff with Rooster Teeth now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, like he just. Well, I mean, he did the voice. He's a voice actor now.
Oh,
yeah, he did Zuko.
Oh,
that's him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he's a really good voice actor
from Last Airbender.
Yeah, sorry, I should have specified, but you knew what I was talking about. Yeah. Let's go back to Disney. Lady and the Tramp. Actually,
they are actually doing a live action one for the premiere of their Disney Plus streaming service.
Wait, as a movie?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a little short movie.
With Tessa Thompson. Wait, did I read that right? Yes, Tessa Thompson is Lady, doing the voice, so it's not live action.
Oh shit, Sam Elliott.
Hell yeah, as Trusty. If I'm reading that right. Justin Theroux is Tramp, who is. Oh, they split up.
Not the PM of Canada.
No. That's Justin Trudeau.
Not the president of Canada.
Justin Theroux.
They have a president, right? Not a PM.
It's Canada. I don't know.
Is nicknames.
It's not a president.
This is nicknames movies, not nicknames countries.
No, this is the bad guy from Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, who was married to Jennifer Aniston for long. He's in The Leftovers. But yeah, that's kind of cool. If let's be honest, we're all going to sign up for Disney Plus, at least for a little bit.
It's $7, man.
Yeah, for The Mandalorian, if it's as good as it looks.
Yeah.
So, Pinocchio, they're doing. I could have sworn.
Are they doing that?
A live action?
I know they had a live action one back in 2000.
I don't want to talk about that one.
2002, I think.
See, I keep going back to the '90s version of all these movies that
they did have a '90s one.
Yeah, and that one was bad. I'm not seeing it. 2014? Oh, that's the South Korean version of Pinocchio. Oh no, 2021.
Oh yeah,
Guillermo del Toro.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
He's co-directing with Mark Gustafson, who has directed nothing of note.
Okay.
But I mean, Guillermo del Toro.
Which, depending on your leaning, could be like a 70-30, 80-20 split.
Yeah.
A good meh.
It could be. Well, did you ever see Crimson Peak?
No, I didn't. I had planned on it, but
it's okay.
And I from what I heard, it was it wasn't. The movie wasn't really the biggest issue. It was the marketing.
Yeah,
because there was it as a horror movie, and it was like this period piece drama.
It's more drama and thriller-esque than it is horror.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
that's fine. Alone in the Dark was so
yeah. And then that's a decent chunk of them. That list of Walt Disney Wikipedia. The font. If they do a live action Three Caballeros, that'd be fantastic. I remember that being really, really fun to watch. I don't want to get my stuff taken down. 1970s. There's a lot of movies that are just in the vaults that they have not brought back out.
Yeah.
Rescuers Down Under. That'd be cool.
They would have to do the first one before they did Down Under.
I remember Down Under because I had Down Under on VHS.
I think.
But I never saw. I did see the first one.
I think those are Rescuers is underappreciated. I think I really like those movies.
I mean, what was her name? Hold on. The girl.
Bianca. Or the actual human child.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, the girl gerbil.
Yeah, Bianca.
That's her name?
Uh-huh.
Miss Bianca. Oh.
We're in the lore. We're in the Rescuers lore.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of Chip and Dale.
Oh, Gadget.
Gadget with
you're
no pants.
Not Tailspin.
Yeah,
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, see, I confused Chip and Dale with the Rescuers Down Under, and that's entirely my fault.
Very different.
Look, they're all rodents wearing human clothing, solving mysteries.
Yeah, Tailspin in there too. And
Yeah,
it just
might as
becomes
well.
a cluster.
DuckTales, fuck it. Let's add some ducks in there. All right, so
whole menagerie of animals.
Disney. Since we're talking about Disney, I figured I could. We're having a lot of fun. I'm gonna quiz you.
Okay.
Mr. I own every single one of the Disney
I didn't
movies.
say I own everyone.
Oh, just about. So this is on BuzzFeed.
Okay.
Because of course, because I already did a couple Disney quizzes and they were all super easy, like made for kids.
Okay.
But BuzzFeed says this is the title: the hardest Disney quiz you will ever take.
This isn't one of those ones where you have to type something in, right? And
no,
then
these are multiple choice. See.
Gotcha. Okay.
So first question. I don't know how long this is. Oh, it looks pretty. We'll see.
Just pick and choose what you want to ask.
What were Mickey and Minnie's original names?
Oh, shit. Question 1.
Yeah. Do you want me to give you the choices, or do you want to try before?
Mickey is something really fucking dumb. I know this story. I just can't think of his name. Because Walt's wife actually came to him and was like, "Yo, you got to change that shit.
Yeah,
that's
a
fucking
dumb name."
Yeah, read me that.
All right, so first choice is Mortimer and Miniola. The second choice is Nicholas and Minerva. Nicholas, yeah. The third choice is Mortimer and Minerva. And the fourth choice is Nicholas and Miniola.
Okay, well, I was going to say Mortimer, but I didn't remember. Like, I thought that was a different character.
Okay.
But yeah, Mortimer the Mouse and Minnie's was Minerva or
Minerva or Miniola.
Miniola or Minerva. I'm going to go with what's fucking dumb. Minerva.
Minerva? It does not. Okay, this is going to be one we're going to have to finish.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because what was the working title for Fantasia? Was it Fantasmic, The Concert Feature, Disney's Concert Magic, or The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I know. It's so tough.
I think it's... Fuck, man. You're really putting me on the spot.
It's the hardest Disney quiz you'll ever take.
I'm trying to remember all the history. Like, I can't remember if Sorcerer Apprentice was added after they started it because they needed...
Not the Nicolas Cage movie.
No. Because they needed... Oh, that was another live action one they did.
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't for Nicolas Cage being in it. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
I wish they did more with it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if they added it into Fantasia afterwards because they needed like Mickey in there.
The only person that will be able to make fun of you is me and the entire internet. So
I'm gonna go with the concert feature.
The concert feature?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. Number 3. What did Aladdin steal from the marketplace? In the beginning of the film, Aladdin. Disney's Aladdin, 1992. Is it a loaf of bread? A rug? A tiny hat? Or an apple?
A loaf of bread.
Loaf of bread. Feeling pretty confident?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident about that.
Okay, he does. All right. Number 4.
The apple's later in the movie. All right.
Don't. Again, with that really tall horse. Number 4. In Pinocchio, who called Jiminy Cricket a grasshopper? Is it Lampwick, the Blue Fairy, Pinocchio, or Stromboli?
Lampwick.
Well, there's Lampwick, so...
I said Lampwick.
Oh, I thought you said Lampwink. I was like...
Lampwink.
That's a weird
name.
name.
That's a Pokemon.
All right. Weird that this is in the quiz, but sure. What was Wally's favorite musical? He watches it in the scene when he gets back on his ship. Is it Showboat, Meet Me in St. Louis, Bye Bye Birdie, or Hello Dolly?
God I think it's Meet Me in St. Louis.
Okay. You say St. Louis?
Yeah.
I say St. Louis.
Well, and when I'm saying the movie, that's what it.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's supposed to.
Number 6. What is Boo's real name?
Do they say it?
Is it Mary? You see it on some of her drawings.
Oh.
Mary, Susie, Sally, or Cindy?
This is going to be a guess, because I sure as fuck don't know this one.
Nice.
I
think I know this one.
I'm going to go with Cindy.
Cindy. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 7. Oh, boy. You're not going to get this one.
Oh, boy.
The song Where Do I Go From Here is in which animated sequel? Pocahontas 2, The Little Mermaid 2, The Return to the Sea, Aladdin and the King of Thieves, or The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride?
Well, it's not in The Lion King 2. I know that. And I'm pretty sure it's not in King of Thieves.
Okay.
So, just based on the
Way more confident than I thought you were going to
topic
be.
of the movie,
Where do I go
'cause
from here?
Pocahontas 2 is all about how she's going to the new world. And all
Okay,
that.
but...
So I'm going to go with Pocahontas 2.
Okay. Not The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, Where
I
do I
think
go
I've
from here?
seen,
Probably
like,
the sea.
I've seen that like 20 minutes once. So.
Ooh. All right. Number 8. How many bows are on the skirt of Cinderella's
What
pink
the
dress?
fuck?
It's showing me a picture, but I feel like that's wrong. Anyway, is it 2, 3, 4, or 5?
I'm going to go with 4.
4? All right.
4, Mr. Trebek.
Oh, God. Cancer. Number 9. What was Walt Disney's first live-action film?
Live action film.
Live-action film while he
Right.
was alive. Is it The Story of Robin Hood and His Merry Men? Is it Treasure Island? The Shaggy Dog? Or The Sword and the Rose? Yeah, this one's tough. Even I don't
I'm
know this
gonna
one.
go. I don't remember him ever doing a Robin Hood one.
I like I said,
I'm gonna go with Treasure Island.
Treasure Island. Okay, it's fair. They did a Muppet version, so
They've done a couple.
Sure.
They've done a
Yeah.
couple of them.
Yeah, that's true. Treasure Planet,
Mhm.
of course. Number 10. How old was Ariel in The Little Mermaid?
16, motherfucker.
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't even give you the options yet. 19, 17, 15, or 16. We'll do 16. Sorry. Jesus. Which one of Donald Duck's nephews wears green? Is it Huey, Dewey, Louie, or fuck you for calling me a motherfucker? I am simply a quiz giver. And I am simple. Huey, Dewey, or Louie?
Here's an alternative question for you. Do you know the real names of Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Hubert, Dewart, and Lewert.
You're pretty close. I believe it's Hubert, Dubert, and
Lewis.
Aloe-
No, because
It's-
Louis is just a regular name.
It's like it's long. They like totally switch it up.
Huh.
It's weird.
Lawrence.
Or no, Dubert's the one they switch up
Yeah.
between the two. There's like 2 different names they use for Dubert.
Which one wears
Anyway,
green now?
I'm gonna go with. I think Huey's red. I'm gonna say Louie.
Louis?
Yeah.
All right. Number 12. Which was the only dwarf that didn't sing Hi Ho? Is it Dopey, Sleepy, Grumpy, or Bashful?
Well, Dopey can't actually speak, so I'm gonna go with Dopey. He whistles, but he doesn't sing.
We'll see. Could be his one voice acting moment.
And I'm pretty sure.
It seems like something that Disney would mess up.
No,
Maybe? I don't know.
I think he has one like audible gasp,
Like when
but-
he hiccups or whatever?
Yeah, or something like that.
Or eats the soap.
Uh.
I can't remember. I haven't seen Snow White in a while.
It's pretty good.
Eh.
It has aged,
Of
but,
course.
You know, it's
All right, number 13. We're near the end. Near-ish. Nope. It looks like we're halfway. What is the time on the White Rabbit's pocket watch? Is it 12:25, 12:30, 12:15, or 12:45?
He's late for a very important date.
Yeah, so that makes
So if he's
that's
late,
relevant.
I'm gonna say 12:45.
12:45.
He's trying to be there at 12:30.
Trying to be there at 1. Or Andy won't make it.
I'm hoping that I can just logic these out.
Yeah, sure.
Which-
That makes sense with Disney movies. Sure, yeah.
Especially Alice in Wonderland,
Yeah.
which is just like a whole LSD trip.
I'm waiting for that Alice in Wonderland question. All right, number 14. Which Disney animated feature has the most songs? Is it Frozen, The Jungle Book, Sleeping Beauty, or Alice in Wonderland?
Okay,
Same.
that one's tough
That is kind of tough.
because like Alice in Wonderland has all these like little ones peppered throughout.
But they're not like full songs. It's kind of hard to.
I'm trying to like.
What's a full?
It was Alice in Wonderland, Frozen,
Jungle Book and Sleeping Beauty.
and Necessities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a. I'm gonna go with Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
The bare necessity. All right. This is kind of an interesting factoid. Number 15. Which movie was not based on a Brothers Grimm story? Is it Tangled, Snow White, The Princess and the Frog, or The Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid was Hans Christian Andersen. So.
Oh, okay, Mr. Literate over here. Yeah, I knew that too. That was a pretty easy one, actually. Which of these is not an actual Disney short film? Destino, a surrealist animated film collaboration between Disney and Salvador Dali. The Story of Menstruation, an animated anatomical lesson of the reproductive cycle. Mickey Mouse and the Medicine Man, a short animated comic where Mickey and Donald get high and move to Africa to become drug dealers. Or Der Führer's Face, a World War II era film in which Donald experiences the Nazi regime.
So those last three are all real. So I'm gonna go with the first one.
Destino. All right. Fun. That was a fun question. Number 17. What is the name of the mortal couple that adopts Hercules? Is it Cleo and Calliope, Amphitryon, and Alcmene? I'm not Greek, everyone. I'm from Texas. Philoctetes and Philodendra, or Alcestis and Admetus. 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 Admetus.
It is Amphitryon and
Alcmene.
Alcmene.
Number 18. What is Jane's last name? Is it Seymour, Porter, Williams, or Clayton?
It is Porter.
Porter. Okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see.
The more you go into the 90s, the more likely I'm going to actually know him.
Speaking of which, and number 19, The Rescuers. In The Rescuers, where is the Rescue Aid Society headquarters located? Is it the United Nations building, the Empire State Building, the Tower of Big Ben, or the Sydney Opera House?
It is the Tower of Big Ben, I believe.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Number 20. In the Jungle Book, what did King Louie ask Mowgli to teach him? Is it how to dance, how to make fire, how to be human, or how to hunt? The orangutan.
It is
Jungle Book.
How to be human.
How to be human. That's the name of the song. Number 21. Captain Hooks has a hook on which hand? Left or right? You're making hook hands. Okay. That's a horrifying picture.
I'm trying to imagine the animations.
That's weird.
I think it's the left.
Left. Okay. You think he was left-handed?
Yeah.
Well, he became right-handed.
After that, he wasn't.
Number 20.
Well, maybe for like a week or two he was.
Yeah.
And then he tried to wipe a few minutes.
Oh, boy.
Too many times.
Boy. I never want to feel that pain. Number 22. In Beauty and the Beast, how many eggs does Gaston eat for breakfast?
That is a trick question, sir,
How is it a trick question?
because he says two amounts.
Okay,
He,
well,
he
there's
says he
one
starts
correct
with one
answer.
and moves to the other.
There's
Is
one
it
correct answer.
5 dozen? Is that a?
It's a dozen, 2 dozen, 5 dozen, or 10
It's
dozen.
5 dozen.
5 dozen. Okay, that's 60 eggs, everyone. That's a lot of eggs. I know, because I had like a 4-egg omelet the other day, and I was like, oof, that was a lot.
Now imagine a 60-egg omelet.
Well, does he say he does it in one sitting?
Yeah,
Like
every
breakfast?
morning.
Okay.
Every
Easy.
morning.
Doesn't matter. He fell off the
5
fucking
dozen.
castle. He's dead now.
Well, yeah.
And fictional. Number 23. In which animated feature would you find a villain named Sykes? Is it Oliver and Company, The Aristocats, The Great Mouse Detective, or The Black Cauldron?
Nobody saw the Black Cauldron, so.
I mean, I feel like they need to re-release Black Cauldron. It wasn't terrible.
Maybe they'll give it the Dark Crystal treatment. They'll do a Netflix live action one.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Is it a prequel to Dark Crystal?
It's a prequel.
Okay. I don't know. I was never a fan, but
I
love puppets.
Sykes. It was Great Mouse Detective, Black Cauldron,
Aristocats, and Oliver and Company.
It's either Great Mouse Detective or
I feel like I know this one.
I'm going to say Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company. Okay. That's a picture.
Oh.
Home Improvement. A young Jonathan Taylor Thomas provided the voice for which character? Simba in The Lion King.
Simba.
Okay. Fine. 25. Which Disney princess has the fewest number of lines? Is it Cinderella, Snow White, Jasmine, or Aurora? So, Cinderella and Cinderella, Snow White and Snow White, Jasmine and Aladdin, and Aurora in
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
It's Aurora.
Aurora.
She spends the majority of the movie asleep. So.
Okay. Oh, it finally told me all the correct answers. So, would you like to know?
Yes, please. Tell me how fucking wrong I am.
So, what were Mickey and Minnie's original names? Let me look at the time real quick. Actually, we're doing good. We'll wrap up after this. Number 1, what were Mickey and Minnie's original names? And you chose Mortimer and Minerva. You are correct.
Yay!
Yeah, they weren't too weird, but they were like obviously names from the past that people don't really use that much.
No, and that story is totally true. Walt was like, "Yo, this is gonna be my main character, Mortimer the Mouse.
Yeah.
What do you think, honey?" And she goes,
How about we do some Mickeys and then we'll figure out what the name is after.
and then Oswald came along, and he got to use his old name for him.
Yeah. Oh, it was Steamboat Willie, and then it was Mortimer. And then,
Right.
Number 2, what was the working title for Fantasia? The concert feature is what you answered. That was correct.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So far, so good. Number 3, what did Aladdin steal from the marketplace? You said a loaf of bread?
I said
Yes,
a
that
loaf
was
of
right.
bread, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. That was very rude. So I award you no points. And may God have mercy on your soul. No, you were correct. So good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, because he splits it with the orphans and never sees the orphans again. I assume they died getting their hands chopped off.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Because they can't survive on one loaf of bread.
Yeah,
It was a half a loaf of bread, by the way.
Yeah, because, what was his name? What's the monkey's name? Apu?
Oh, no, he gave the
He gave the other
he
half.
gave the other
Yeah.
one, yeah.
But still, they're going to die of starvation. It's the Middle East. So, in Pinocchio, who called Jiminy Cricket a grasshopper? You said Lampwick, which I don't even know who that is.
He's the troubled teen on Pleasure Island.
You were correct.
Yes.
Number 5, what was Wally's favorite musical? You answered Meet Me in St. Louis.
This is one I wasn't sure about.
It was Hello Dolly.
Damn it. It was one of the three. It was either St. Louis, Hello Dolly, or the
Bye Bye Birdie.
Bye Bye Birdie.
Yeah. All right. Number 6, what was Boo's real name?
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Mary, Susie, Sally, Cindy. You said Cindy. It was Mary. So, it's okay.
I didn't know it. Still
Yeah,
not
it
good.
was one of those things where it's like a blink and you miss it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Number 7, the song Where Do I Go From Here is in which animated sequel? You said Pocahontas 2,
I logicked this out.
and you were correct.
Yes.
You're so proud of that.
Never seen Pocahontas 2, by the way.
It's just, yeah, she goes and it's like New England and she gets like a haircut or not a haircut.
Well,
but-
she gets married to
Yeah,
John
Smith.
Rolfe. No, not John Smith. She
Oh,
married
yeah.
John Rolfe.
Yeah, because that's historically accurate.
Yeah. I'm pretty
John
sure,
Smith
I'm
was-
pretty sure they switched that up from the first one. Try to
Yeah,
remember.
because she likes.
well, how would I know? I didn't see it, but
Wait, does John Smith die
not in the first one.
in the
No.
not in the first one?
He
But
gets
like,
shot
yeah,
or with an arrow. I don't remember.
yeah.
He gets
Maybe we
hurt.
should watch Pocahontas again. That's actually surprising that they haven't announced a
never
live
do it.
action Pocahontas.
They will never do it.
I know they won't, but
They won't. They won't do it. You'll see a
They would need to
remake of Song of the South before you'll see it, and it's like a gritty version where it's not like the black guy isn't happy to be a slave anymore. You know, because that was that whole movie.
yeah, that was
It's
like,
hey, make light of the situation that you're in. Like,
it's
sure,
all
you have
Civil
no,
War.
you have no autonomy. Like, the war is stupid anyway. Like, just be happy that you have a place to stay, slave.
Yeah, so
So I can imagine a world where there is a Spike Lee directed Song of the South remake where it's like a deconstruction of the original.
number 8. How many bows are on the skirt of Cinderella's pink dress? You said 4.
I did.
There were 2.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you were wrong, motherfucker.
No,
No,
you turned it back on me.
Cinderella's dress. Number 9. What was Walt Disney's first live-action film? You said Treasure Island.
I did.
Stop eating all the fries. I'm just kidding. You're
I
fine.
can't help it.
You're fine. You were right.
Yay.
Number 10. So far, so good.
Yeah, not too
I mean,
bad.
you've missed like 3, but
2 or 3, yeah.
out of 3 out of 10, 70% so far. How old was Ariel in The Little Mermaid? You said 16.
Yeah.
You were right. You were super sure about that.
I was, yeah.
Do they say it like a lot?
They do.
Okay.
Well, they say it like once or twice, I think. She
Okay.
goes, "I'm 16, Daddy," or
Oh.
something like that.
Yeah, say it.
You can
Say it a bit sexier.
Yeah, I can't because I'm
I was
so
kidding.
recovering from sickness, so I have a lot of drainage.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Drainage.
Here, let
Great.
me, let me try. No, I don't want
No,
to.
I was kidding. You're good. You're good. Number 11. Which one of Donald Duck's nephews wears green? You said Louis. You were correct. All right, so far so good. Which was the only dwarf that didn't sing Hi Ho, number 12? You said Dopey,
I did say Dopey.
and you were right.
I knew it.
Am I doing good about the host thing? Like,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, you were
You're
right.
keeping me on the edge. For a second, I was like, "Oh, what? Really?"
Damn it. Fucking bashful. Number 13. What is the time on the White Rabbit's pocket watch?
Yeah, I didn't know this one.
You answered 12:45. It's 12:25.
Damn it.
That's okay.
He had to be there at 12:20.
Or
Or
12.
If he had to be there at 12, he is very late.
Yeah. Well, he
He
says
does.
that. He's saying that a lot. He's like, I'm running very late. It's like that's half of his lines.
He's not like, "Oh, I'm running a little bit behind."
I'm a bit. I mean, I left early, but there was traffic. Yeah.
My eggs took a little longer to cook.
Heyo. Rabbits don't eat eggs. Number 14. Which Disney animated feature has the most songs? You said Alice in Wonderland. You're right.
Yes.
I know. That's
I knew
actually a
they're going to be
surprise.
tricky about that shit.
I know. Yeah, so. Yeah. Number 15. Which movie was not based on a Brothers Grimm story? Tangled, Snow White, Princess and the Frog, Little Mermaid. Hans Christian Andersen?
Yeah.
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 Little Mermaid. All right. Number 16.
Oh boy.
Which of these is not an actual Disney short film? You said Destino, a surrealist animated film collaboration between Disney and Salvador Dali.
Yes.
It was Mickey Mouse and the Medicine Man, where Mickey and Donald
went
get
to
high
Mickey
and go to
Mouse,
Africa.
See, I thought they were being like funny and be like, "Oh well, you know, they like took a little thing and then they were like drunk or something." I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I mean, with the other one of the other options, the World War II, where Donald
Which
becomes
is
a
real.
Nazi,
Yeah.
which is real. Yeah. So who knows? They could get away with a lot more than the rage culture we have today.
Well, I didn't think they were actually like mainlining cocaine or anything.
No, but like Pinocchio,
Yeah.
kids got high in that movie.
They say jackass in that movie.
I know. Yeah.
And hell.
There's a penis on the Little Mermaid's VHS cover.
That's not there anymore.
I know,
It's
but
out of
they're
print.
on the original VHS cover. I remember it.
I
I was
have
like,
that
Mom,
VHS.
what's that? She's like, oh, it's a penis.
You noticed that shit?
No, of course not. Anyway.
So you're highly critical as a young child, and you're also very aware of phallic symbols.
Yes. I was a genius.
What's going on over there?
I was reading medical books about anatomy. Number 17. What is the name of the mortal couple that adopts Hercules? You said Amphitryon and Alcmene.
Amphitryon.
Sure.
Ah,
You were right.
Thank you.
Jeez.
He says it in the movie after Hercules knocks all the columns down.
Yeah. He
And
says,
that-
my name is Amphitryon.
no, there's a guy that has all the pots, and he drops them,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "That is the last straw, Amphitryon."
It's really good. Should be a voice actor. I'm being sarcastic.
Oh.
Number 18. What was Jane's last name? Or what is, I guess. She's still alive, apparently. Porter. You were correct. So far, so good.
Yep.
So far, so good.
The 90s are saving me, as per usual.
Yeah. Number 19. In The Rescuers, where is the Rescue Aid Society headquarters located? You said the Tower of Big Ben. It's the United Nations building.
Oh, damn it.
Come on, man.
Oh, well.
Come on. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Number 20. In the Jungle Book, what did King Louis ask Mowgli to teach him? There's even a whole song about it. You said how to be human. It was how to make fire
Oh, really?
so that he could fight the humans.
I don't remember. It's been forever since I've seen the Jungle
Well,
Book.
you got to watch the live action one because it's got
the
Bill Murray.
Yeah, the 2000. Oh no, not that one. I was the 1994 one.
No, yeah. With Carrie Elwes
Yeah,
and,
and Lena
Headey. Yeah. as Kitty. Number 21. Captain Hooks has a hook on which hand? You said left.
I'm hoping it's left. It's a 50-50 shot.
It's left.
Yes.
You got it right. Good job. Number 22. In Beauty and the Beast, how many eggs does Gaston eat for breakfast? You said 5 dozen. It is 5 dozen.
I ate 5 dozen eggs.
Oh, good job. I'm sure. Yeah.
Imagine what I could do with all this space up here if I didn't have just throwaway lines.
You could have been a
movies.
billionaire.
Could have been a contender.
A contender.
See, it doesn't even stop at Disney movies. It's just movies in general.
What's the name of that movie?
No.
I could have been a contender.
Streetcar Named Desire. No, wait, not that one. It's Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
It's not Raging Bull. No.
Number 23.
I don't know. What is it?
In which animated
What is
feature
it?
would
No,
you find a
put
villain?
that down. Tell me what it is.
As soon as you started guessing, I blanked. So that's why I wanted to move on.
Oh, On the Waterfront, I think is what it is.
I could have been contender. Oop, spelled contender.
Oh, it is Raging Bull. Damn it. Once again, I second guess and third guess myself.
Yeah, it was
I should just go with my gut more often.
You really should. Your gut knows more than your brain.
It does.
And your penis knows nothing. It knows nothing, Jon Snow. Number 23. In which animated feature would you find a villain named Sykes? You said Oliver and Company. You were right.
Yes.
Good job. I was actually guessing Great Mouse Detective. I thought that was the name of the main bad guy.
Radigan.
Radigan? Okay.
There's a whole song about Radigan.
Okay. I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Nobody has.
Great Mouse Detective?
That's another one of those ones with Oliver and Company that are like on sale for like $10.
Yeah,
Usually,
so-
I'm like, I get it, whatever.
Oh. All right. Young Jonathan Taylor Thomas. You said Simba and Lion King. That's, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be the easiest question in there.
Yeah. It's that and Home Improvement and the one where he was a scout. And I think.
A scout?
Hold on, Jonathan
The
Taylor.
Last Boy Scout? I don't know.
No, that was no. That's
It's a prequel to The Last Action
that's
Hero.
Bruce Willis. Jonathan Taylor. It's not gonna oh, there he is.
Wow, Jonathan Taylor Thomas below like
There's
7 other
other
Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylors. Oh, wow, the mighty have fallen.
Oh, was
Oh, he was in that Pinocchio
the
movie.
really bad live action Pinocchio one?
Yeah.
I think it was Tom and Huck. Yeah, I think that's what I was talking about. Wait, he was in Smallville
I don't know. I didn't watch Smallville.
and Veronica Mars.
Didn't watch that either.
Wild Thornberries.
I watched that.
Shut up, Alexa. Yeah, okay. Sorry, my Alexa turned on. Yeah, you were right about Simba. All right, number 25. We are almost done. Which Disney princess has the fewest number of lines? You said Aurora. I'm sorry, but you are correct.
Yes.
It's Aurora.
She's asleep for more than half the movie.
Yeah. So, I mean, because she pricked her little finger
Mhm.
like a bitch.
Wow.
I'm
You have a strong opinion on this.
just saying, don't prick your finger on poisonous needles.
You know, she was hypnotized to do it.
That too. So,
She didn't really have any control.
well, if she was a strong, independent woman, she would have had control.
Wow.
So you got 18 out of 25 correct. According to BuzzFeed, you sure know a lot about Disney, but not quite everything.
Fuck you, BuzzFeed.
Keep
Who
going
the hell
down
are
the
you to
rabbit
tell
hole
me
and
how much I
signal
know
the
about
honor is
Disney?
to know. You scored better than 94% of quiz takers.
Hey, that's still pretty good.
So that's not bad. And
To
then
me-
the first comment is 23 out of 25. Hooray!
Oh, they're living their best life.
Oh, that's the best. All right. So good job.
Thank you. I know a fair bit, apparently. But not
you
enough.
knew more than I would. I would have
Buzz-
gotten a worse.
BuzzFeed has tasked me with learning more, so I have to obey.
I don't think you need to live up to your potential at BuzzFeed. I think you're all right.
Hey,
Um,
real quick,
yeah.
we started talking about it a little bit, but just off the cuff, what would you like to see a live action redo?
Yeah, because I did ask you. No, I think Mulan is probably the closest thing I would be to any really animated Disney film being brought to live action.
Yeah.
Everything else has been brought to live action. So,
I would be
Aristocats, maybe.
curious.
I love that movie.
That'll be it's a great movie. That'll be a Disney Plus movie with Lady
Yeah.
and the Trip. They'll put all those like little street level
And I'll watch it.
Talk about Disney characters as if they're in the MCU, like Daredevil is part of the Aristocats.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see. The whole Disney Marvel stuff that's a whole different topic, but it'll be interesting to see what they have day one of Disney Plus, which is November, right? Did they say?
Yeah, November 17th.
17th? Okay, so right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
We'll have Lady and the Tramp will be premiering on there. Mandalorian will be premiering on there. Captain Marvel will be exclusively streaming on there.
I thought Captain Marvel was the last one on Netflix, and Endgame was going to be on Disney Plus.
I thought it started with Captain Marvel.
I could be wrong. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't go to Netflix to watch Marvel films
All right then.
because I go see them in theaters and I remember them like a
Whoa.
human being. I don't have to have validation of.
Maybe I'll find a BuzzFeed quiz for you on Marvel next time.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to wait and see what the next topic for next week or the next episode will be. Well, thanks for listening again, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Remember, you can hit like and subscribe down below and also leave a comment letting us know how we did and any feedback. And don't forget, you can also listen to us on Spotify and any other podcast service of choice. And if you would also like to support us, you can also visit us at patreon.com/nicknamesmovies and support us at any dollar tier, even as low as $1, and you can actually get the episodes a day early. Thanks again so much for listening, and we hope to see you again